Welcome to Reread. Today we're going to talk about The Apprentice, a short story by Elaine Cunningham in the Star Wars Gamer issue number 6. This is a missing chapter in Dark Journey, and it's so weird because I could have sworn the first time reading it through that this was a chapter that was in Dark Journey. In fact, I remember vividly that Jaina was wiping Lobaka's mind, and I thought it was in Dark Journey. I've forgotten it was in the short story. I knew I'd read them both, but I just didn't even know what The Apprentice was about, to be fair. And in the book, there's a part where Lobaka shakes his head like, what was I thinking? Like he drifted off for a minute and goes back. I was like, yeah, that's because Jaina wiped your mind. And I thought I'd missed that part of the story. I was like, what happened? Did I miss this chapter? And I went back through the book to figure out where was that scene. Also, Kip and Jaina go on a mission, and I thought I'd missed that scene too, because I think they reference it in the novel. And you're like, wait a minute, they haven't done that yet. Where is that? And it's all in this one chapter called The Apprentice. The Apprentice is good. It's fine. And that's where Jaina's learning how to mind wipe people. Kip shows her how to do it. And they do an image, like Kip shows someone, I think it's a rising sun or setting sun. And while they're looking at the sun in their image in their mind, he's stripping away their memory. Jaina does it a little bit differently, but essentially gets the same result. That was really well written. Of course, she mind wipes really the only friend who's been with her the whole time, the most loyal friend she has, Lobaka, which is, you're thinking, wow, she really went over the line. This is where Kip witnesses her use, force lightning. He does not approve by that at all. And it's a really good story, but that chapter belongs in Dark Journey. When you take it out of Dark Journey, I think the average reader would think that they missed something, because they're referencing this story later on in the book, and Lobaka doesn't know what happened to him. He kind of daydreamed there for a minute. What was that? Well, where was he? Oh yes, this. And it's like, that doesn't make sense unless you read this chapter. So I don't know why or how this chapter became a short story later on in the Star Wars Gamer. Was it to promote the book, which was out at the same time, I'm sure, but why would you do that? Why would you give an excerpt of a chapter? Because it fits like a perfect venture, and you thought, oh, well, they'll pay me more if you write this short story. And so I'll just take this chapter out and make it I honestly think that's what happened. I don't think she just wrote this after the fact, or the editor goes, hey, you need to write a short story to explain what happened in between here. I think maybe she looked at her book and went, what short story can I sell them and just take out of the book? I honestly believe that, because it doesn't make any sense why you would take this out. So I always say on these short stories, you don't have to read them. I think you do have to read The Apprentice, or you're gonna feel like you're missing something out of Dark Journey. Again, it's not a bad short story, I guess as short stories go. It reads great as a missing chapter inside of Dark Journey. But and it shows how far gone Jaina has gotten, which it also shows that in the book, but this chapter really hits home and really lets you know how far past the line she's willing to cross, to get revenge for Anakin's death. I don't know. Again, good short story, but it belonged in the book, not as a short story for the Star Wars Gamer. Anyway, folks, that's all I had to say about that one. See you next time.